Hey there, sweetness. How goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game. There is anything that is connected to this collective, that's beautiful. I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright. You just leave right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for somebody else in the collective, and you should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Please keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Oh yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? Collective messages. Welcome, homies. Please do try a favor. Make sure you get them likes up on your way into the video. Also, check to make sure you are a subscriber. A homie true and through. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance. Please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Please guide us all, always and always. Thank you. All right, we're going to start with the runes. I'll bring you guys down to... Damn. All right. Watch your ears. All right. I do have my handmade deck over here just so I can get all the words we need. But we have earth energy. Not sure how well those will show up on the camera, but... Oh no, wait a minute. Yeah, I need this thing. I do not have all the signs memorized. Leo. Pisces. Aquarius. All right, so Leo, Pisces, Aquarius, 4 signs, and we have earth element energy. Oh, also air element energy. Hello, welcome home, homies. Thankful to see you guys here. Smash that like button. I do believe this is blessings. I'll get the card to elaborate further, but I'm pretty sure. Just for the record, I do have my ring light thingy on so that you guys can see things better. It makes it so that I have a hard time looking at the chat. But I love you guys, and I am here. Is this the one for... I'm going to get the card out and look. So these are your Elder Futharks. Let's see what they are. Okay, I was going to say, is this the one for mortality? But I don't think so, because that one only has one little dingy thing. Dang, with a dang in the thing. Okay. It's a lot about signs today. Signs like exit signs, town city limitation signs, things like that. Signs. Hello, welcome, my loves. Welcome. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. Thank you for being here. So your first rune speaks of a man. It speaks of mankind. It speaks of the self. It speaks of friends. It speaks of enemies. It speaks of social order. It speaks of support, culture, and humanity. And your second rune speaks of peace, speaks of reward, prosperity, being fruitful, a harvest. It speaks about the year, a year. It can also stand for J and Y in the alphabet. Get some cards out and see what the clarity is we need here. Jumping in with the Tarot of the Abyss. Messages for the collective. What do homies need today? Messages for the collective, please. What do they need to know? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups energy. Yesterday, we got the little line about switching time zones. Looks like this is the picture on the other side of the switched time zone. Hello, welcome all. Welcome. You have the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, hi. I'm going to go ahead and put you in a timeout because we don't spam. Thanks, though. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Tell you I have a hard time looking over and seeing what's happening in the chat because the ring light thing is really bright around the phone. You got the Strength card, the King of Swords, the 10 of Wands, 3 of the 4 tens, huh? And the Ace of Wands. You're about to be feeling something. You're about to be feeling strong. You're about to feel the reward and the harvest of your strength, of being strong. Many of you have exerted strength over your enemies. You've exerted strength over yourself. You've exerted strength over the culture around you. And I don't mean brutality, I mean strength. There is a difference. And for those that exerted strength, even in the fucking face of brutality, you're to be rewarded for that. There's something about, for some, there's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, has seen something that's taken place between the collective and Leo energy. A Leo energy that was supposed to be supportive to the collective, but wasn't. It was more of an enemy, focused on social order instead of support. Some air sign has seen this take place. They've seen the strength that it's taken for you to pull yourself up and out of a situation and get yourself on your way to yourself. Whatever this is, whoever this is for, this air sign is very, very fucking proud of you. And they want you to know. They need you to know that they are proud of you. I like it. I'm getting proud of you for overcoming a fire. Proud of you for overcoming a storm. Proud of you for, back to the fire thing. It's like you fell into or walked into or were tripped into or shoved into a fire, whatever. However you got there, you got there. You're in the fire. And, humanity, the culture around you, potentially a male air sign. They see you go in the fire and they're like, fuck. But then there's this realization of the fire, it's not destroying you. It's just burning away what doesn't belong. It's refining you. Refining fire. Something about being given a hand up and out because you gave yourself a hand up and out. Somebody's real upset about you getting up and out. I am not going to go into that energy because who gives a fuck about them? Who gives a fuck about them and their tentacles? Not I. Not I. Not today. Messages for the collective, please. New blueprints, our ancient future, the aether, the seamless, unspeakable. Grab the book real quick. I'm just going to gloss over the bold parts. New blueprints. Be the change. Oh, shit, son. That's what I left one of our videos off on yesterday. Be the love that you wish to see in the world. Be the change. Take action. Take a step, no matter how small. Ignite an upward spiral. Oh, back to that up and out energy, huh? Make a positive change, ethics and compassion, and creating a ripple of light. I'm going to read the first couple sentences. It says, be the change you wish to see is an empowering mantra to remind us that we can step up and create the blueprints for the world we want to know. Powerful, meaningful change starts with you today. And I'm going to get into the Shanti Codex, because that's our collective blueprint around here. See what it has to say about number 38. And I just realized that the next card that came out after is 39. Well, I liked it. If you guys want your copy of the Codex, link below. 38 says instead. Instead. So, I'm getting so many messages with that. Something about somebody's going to be doing something themselves instead of doing it with a man. Somebody's going to be doing something with mankind in general instead of just with one individual. Somebody's going to be going inward and working with the self instead of working with mankind and or a man and or friends. Somebody's going to work with enemies instead of friends. Somebody's going to support their enemies instead of their friends because it's going to create some sort of a social order and breathe life into some sort of culture that is by far supportive to humanity. Okay. All right. And I was also getting in my stead or in their stead. Isn't that like an old term for like when somebody leaves? Like, I have to go on vacation, but in my stead, I give, my power of vote or my power of decision to this person while I'm gone. Isn't that a thing? I feel like for some knew that they had to walk away from something. They had to go work on themselves. They had to really take a close look at their friends. They had to take a close look at the cultures that were growing inside of them. They had to take a look at their fucking humanity. They had to take a look at the fact that they were their own worst enemy, which made them your worst enemy as well. And in their stead, they prayed. They prayed for you to be protected. They prayed for you to be kept safe. They prayed for you to grow. They prayed for you to be able to harvest. And they prayed for a reward of making it back to you if they were able to do all the things that they set out to do in the first place. For some, that is going to be an answered prayer. $39. There's something about therapy, a therapeutic experience. Our ancient future being a therapeutic experience. Yes, please. I'll take that. Our ancient future comes to speak of wisdom from indigenous peoples, ancestors holding the keys for the future. I did a reading yesterday where 2 keys came up. Ancient remembering bloodlines, how the past affects the future, a time to step up, timeless power symbols. Signs, activations for powerful shifts. Again, I saw a message about healing the self. It can be done, you know that? You guys notice that I haven't coughed my dick off through this entire reading? And no, it's not because I'm not smoking, because I've been smoking my dick off all morning. It's because I know that there's something icky in my body, kind of viral, whatever it is, mold, something down in my lungs. And so I start processing that shit. What do I got to do to take care of it? What do I got to do to clean it up? What do I got to do to clear it out? What? Heal thyself. Turns out for me, it's an onion and some garlic, a little bit of olive oil. Oh, immaculate breath. It feels great. But there's a lot about healing thyself, listening to the body. See what the Codex says about number 11. Somebody feels inadequate, and it's seemingly unspeakable for them. They can't be like, I feel inadequate. Either they are ashamed or they don't know how to just express. They don't understand that this is the feeling they have. Something. Somebody feels inadequate. Again, that's making me think about, circling back. If you feel inadequate about something, what do you got to do to work on that and heal thyself? If somebody else feels inadequate, what do they got to do to work on it and heal themselves? The seamless, unspeakable, the aether comes to speak about 0 point field, the void, blank canvas, threshold, anything is possible. Time to choose what you want to bring into your life, endless possibilities, limitlessness, and paradox. I'm actually going to read the excerpt with this one. The illuminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. It is the silent, meditative moment out of time, the centered and present place beyond the hustle of the mind and outside world. It is where all dreams are birthed, and it is the light we may fear to be darkness when, just for one moment, everything ceases to exist. This is the place between worlds, the womb before we incarnate, and from here we can choose where we go. The land has been tilled in readiness for the flowers we wish to seed. Outdated doors have been closed, and in the space between the breaths, did I not just say immaculate breath? In the space between the breaths, we open the new ones. What may be perceived as the endless black nothingness, the abyss, that's the deck I used, is actually the illuminated eternal, the core that all our fears may be peeled back to. When we step through the darkness, we realize it is only a short distance away from the white void at the center of creation in heaven. Now it feels like no coincidence that I've kept talking to you guys about my little halo light over there. Herein lies the feeling that we may have been striving our whole life to meet and yet simultaneously, subconsciously running from. In this place of graceful surrender, we may know we are held and allow ourselves the spaciousness to drop deeper into the experience of our existence. The themes, too elusive and mysterious to define. A knowing without words, the spaces in between, and life force energy. I'm going to say the song in the background. He's singing, I Don't Love You Anymore. There's been some sort of a situation where somebody feels that the situation is inadequate to them. It's not even that they feel inadequate. They feel like this situation is inadequate to them, and maybe they haven't been able to label why, but it's because it's not love. And maybe it was once upon a time, but it ain't love no more. It's inadequate, and it can't be brought through the threshold. Somebody's given up on something tonight in specific. Somebody's closing a door before the year is over in specific. Got a lot of movement, a lot of motion. I like it. I do. All right, we got the tarot. We've got the runes. We got some oracle. We get you guys some closing advice and get the fuck out of here. I may come back. I feel like I want to do like a all handmade card reading today. So we'll see about that. I appreciate you guys for being here. I love you. You guys are awesome. As I said before, if you guys are interested in your very own copies of any of my books, the links are available below. If you guys are interested in donating to the shanty, helping us grow, the links available below. If you guys have yet to check out and make sure that you are a subscriber, I appreciate you doing so more than you know. You have hope and perspective. Two very simple but significant words. Hope says, rainbows represent hope and new beginnings. They are spiritual signs to take a leap of faith. Signs from spirit and loved ones. Back to that signs. And perspective. Things are not always as they appear. Look at the current situation from a broader perspective. Ask for nature, signs to guide you. Something about the honeycomb home. Something about home is where the heart is. Something about All hearts coming home for Christmas. That's a part of the reward for some. Getting to go home, and then the ones at home getting to have somebody come home. That feels good. I love you guys. For anyone that your soul is screaming for air, I hope you got some relief here. Stop running from healing yourself. Till we speak again, my days.